Aquarius, welcome to May 2014. Now, in May, you're focused on your home, your foundation, your soul power, how you nurture yourself, how you nurture others. And some of you may be thinking about moving or renovating where you live. You are less inclined to focus on worldly matters this month. You're more focused on clearing out the clutter and getting organized. You want to pay attention to your personal needs. This will empower you to be more effective at work. Those in authority will take notice. When the sun enters Gemini, you'll want to play, create, and have fun. Love is on the horizon for those who desire it. Now, in the beginning of the month, Venus enters Aries on May 2nd. And Venus is taking her turn with the grand square. So it won't be as intense as April was. However, Venus is going through and doing a checklist. First she opposes Mars, then she squares Pluto, and then she conjuncts your ruling planet Uranus. So she's going through to make sure you are living from your authentic power, you are being true to yourself, you are speaking your truth, and you're not settling for less. And this is a really important energy because we're in the cycle of Taurus, and Taurus is about your core values, what you love and value, using your resources wisely, using your resources to create the life you truly desire. And for you, you want a beautiful home. Taurus is 4 signs from you, and it rules that area of your life that has to do with where you live, your inner being, your outer being. Your outer home is the mirror reflection of your inner being. And so you are very much focused in this area. Now, Venus opposing Mars on May 11th, this is, you're really looking at this time, you're, May 11th, you're focused on, how your brain works, actually, because Venus is in the area of communication, speaking, writing, teaching. Aries is 3 signs from you. It is a fire sign, and you're an air sign. It sextiles you, which is positive energy, and opportunity. And so you have this positive energy and opportunity. Mars is in your sister sign, Libra, and Mars is trining you. Harmonious energy flow, pouring positive energy into the Aquarians. So oppositions are awarenesses that come to us through external experiences or other people. And so you're looking at what you think and believe around the 11th and making some changes there. You definitely want to be walking your talk. You know what I mean? Because if you're saying like, I want to be healthy, but then you're smoking, see the contradiction? That's the Venus-Mars. So there could be some sort of contradiction coming in here with you where you're saying something that you want to do or you're thinking something you want to do, but is there a belief in the way? Right? Is there some sort of belief in the way? So here's an opportunity to look at what you believe, and is what you believe supporting you. Then we have the Scorpio full moon. And Scorpio is 10 signs from you. So Scorpio rules the area of your life that has to do with your destiny in the world, your reputation in the world, your profession in the world. Now your ancient ruler is there, Saturn. Saturn is the old ruler of Aquarius before we discovered Uranus. Some of you are more Saturnian than Uranian. So in other words, Uranian, those of us that are Uranian, I'm very Uranian because I have Uranus on my ascendant making a grand square in my chart. So I'm very outspoken. I'm all about truth and standing up for the rights of the individual. But then there are some of you that are very security-based, status-seeking, ambitious with, wanting to fit in. And that's being more on the Saturn side. One's not better than the other. It's not right or wrong. It's what's right for you. You see? That's about living authentic, living from your authentic power, doing what's right for you, lining up with your core values. We are in Taurus. And Taurus is about your values. When you line up with your true values, your core values, I'm pointing to the true values list. Actually, I should be pointing over here. I'm in my new house, so everything's over here now. When you line up with your core values, your true values, you live your life. You're very successful and happy when you do this, because you're not allowing society to tell you what happiness is, or the corporations what to buy to be happy, or the family. You're living from your soul, your natal chart, who you really are. And so this is a month to really look at that. Like, okay, am I lined up with my values? Do I walk my talk? Am I authentic? Am I living my truth? Or do I just say it, but I really don't do it? You know, it is, you know, something to look at. Now, the Scorpio full moon is lighting up the area of your destiny in the world. And Saturn is there, but there is a 4-degree of separation, so it's not like Saturn is there. And Saturn's retrograde, so it doesn't have as much power as it normally does. However, you know, it is a time to really look at your objectives and your goals and what you're trying to accomplish at work, and how that's working for you. You know, Saturn limits and restricts wherever it is. And in the 10th house, if you've taken any shortcuts over the last 14 years, the chickens come home to roost with Saturn in the 10th. So we don't necessarily get the promotion right away, or worldly success right away, wherever, you know, when Saturn's there. It can happen. You can move up. You can get promoted, especially if you've been in your integrity the last 14 years. Saturn rewards integrity, hard work, discipline, perseverance, patience. Saturn punishes being out of our integrity, cheating, lying, stealing, corruption. That's Saturn. And, you know, so it is about looking at what you've done to get where you are, or what you're doing to get where you want to be. And Saturn in Scorpio is, you know, pointing to, you know, the dark side and the shadow self, and the crap we do that is not getting us what we want. And I believe the shadow side needs to be included, not denied or disowned, because I see the shadow as aspects of self begging for expression in healthy ways that come out in negative ways. So, you know, so for Aquarius, you know, it is, you know, Aquarians, you can like, at times, you know, not all of you, of course not. You know, I'm giving examples to all the signs of the shadow. Say, for instance, that you don't have empathy for those that, you know, for some of you, say, you don't have empathy for others. And it's a way of your ego avoiding to feel the pain of the world, because you don't want to go there, and you don't want to feel that. And so that can be untapped power and potential for you. Not that you're supposed to go out there and have a bleeding heart or anything, but that connecting with your feelings more, connecting with what you really feel more, could unleash enormous creativity for you. And it's a way to bring in the shadow. So you know your own shadow, and we all have one. It's part of being human. It's part of being here. And I'd say don't deny and disown it. It's untapped power that can be channeled into more productive ways, which creates wholeness. So it's an opportunity to look at, you know, what you're doing, so that you can love all of you. The stuff you're great, the stuff that's not so great. And the Scorpio full moon will love to point that out, as well as Venus moving through here. First, she opposes Mars, and that's where you're looking at how you think and what you believe, and if it's lined up, you know, with, are you walking your talk? You know, are you being held back by some sort of belief? Are you being held back by your perceptions or your daily thought patterns? You know, and you know, our self-talk is really important. How we talk to ourselves is how we talk to others. We don't get what we want, we get what we believe. So you want to make sure that you are empowering yourself every day with what you say and what you believe. Then on the Scorpio full moon, Venus is going to square Pluto. So again, here you are looking, Pluto's in that area of patterns we disown and self-defeating patterns we disown and deny. Pluto's in the 12th. It's in the unconscious, the subconscious mind. And so Venus is squaring it. And this is, again, really look at how you talk to yourself, what you believe, what you think, what's held in your subconscious is going to come out. And it's an opportunity to look at, wow, I've been holding myself back because I didn't think I was worthy. I didn't think I was good enough, right? That's the shadow. That's the shadow I'm talking about. Of course you're worthy. You were born worthy. You were born good enough. You were born whole. Everyone's born whole. It's just what we get in with others and families and the institutions that we get all dysfunctional because of the crazy things they teach us and do to us. So, yes, you were born whole, perfect, and complete. And it's about you claiming that, owning it. That's what you want to own, is I'm whole, I'm complete, and I'm ready for opportunity. And then Uranus and Venus conjunct the day after the Scorpio full moon on May 15th. So here they are conjuncting. And I like Uranus conjunct Venus because it gets us out of unhealthy situations. So here you're going to have an opportunity to divorce that negative self-talk, to divorce the shadow part of you or the behavior, let's say, and the self-talk. You can leave negative patterns behind, and it's amazing like how quickly you can do it. I really like that about Venus-Uranus is when something's done, it's done, and you really feel it, and you practice it. And when you start practicing positive self-talk and reaffirming, positive beliefs for yourself, you set a new foundation. And that's what Taurus wants for you to do, because Taurus is in the area of your foundation. The stronger the foundation, the more successful in the world you can be. And that's what May is bringing for you. It's about you clearing out that clutter of your mind, getting organized. And those in authority will take notice because you'll be more effective at work. You'll be more effective when you're with people because you're more present. Then Mars goes direct on May 19th. Woohoo! And this is good because, Mars is the planet of action, energy, and drive in life. And when he's reversed, it's very hard to get things done. But he's going forward on the 19th in your sister sign, Libra, and that's going to move things forward for you, especially in the area of long-distance travel, education, social media, social marketing, marketing and sales, networking around the planet, networking with others. It's good. It's a really good energy. Then the sun enters your sister sign, Gemini, on May 20th. And that starts to light up the area of true love and romance, creativity, children, sports. It's fun energy. Love the Gemini energy. Now, the challenge comes in at the Gemini new moon is okay, so we've got this wonderful Gemini new moon, and it is in harmony with Mars and Libra. So you could be meeting someone who's abroad, someone who lives at a distance from you. You could be meeting someone, for those of you, for the women, it could be a man that lives, away from you. But now things start to fall into place, where the two of you could meet up. Very romantic energy in here. And that's beautiful. Or for those of you that are already coupled, or you're fine, you're not interested in relationship, you could be marketing your new product or service at this time, especially in the creative area, like music or using YouTube or the internet to promote your music or your theater or your writing, anything you're doing creatively. This is a wonderful time to do it. It's a wonderful time to get the message out. Definitely. I really like this energy. It is incredibly creative for you. So this could be true love, romance. It can also be creative, anything you're doing creative, where your creative self-expression is coming out, and Mars is ready to take your message far and wide and put it out in front of the masses. Very strong for that. The challenge comes in with the Gemini new moon is Neptune is exactly squaring it. Even the Scorpio full moon has Saturn 4 degrees away and Saturn's retrograde, but the Gemini new moon is at 7 degrees and Neptune is at 7 degrees direct, right on this moon. So it is a really interesting energy because you want to make sure you're very clear in your communication with others and that others are being clear with you. This is a dreamy new moon filled with potentials and promises, but don't go by promises, only go by behavior. It's never the talk, it's always the walk. If the behavior follows through with the promises, great. But if it doesn't, don't fall for it. And you need to be clear too, because you have Neptune in that area of what you love and value and your money and your investments. And you want to make sure whatever anyone's promising you, it's real and they're following through with you. And if you do that, then you're riding the wave of Neptune and you'll be fine. But it is something you want to pay attention to because Neptune squares bring in dishonest people. It brings in deceitfulness. And it's illusion and delusion. And we can delude ourselves because we're only seeing the potential. And we're seeing we've got the rose-colored glasses on. We're in Neptune, la lulu land. And we want to see what we want to see. Neptune rules the movie industry. Neptune rules the music industry. It's wonderful for creativity. It's wonderful for spirituality. It's terrible for relationship projection. And it's terrible for mundane tasks of contracts and promises and getting things in writing and getting clear in communication. Not very good for that. So you want to be paying attention and making sure that you're clear with everyone and everyone's clear with you. Then Venus enters Taurus on May 28th. So we end May with a wonderful Venus and Gemini new moon on the 28th, giving you the opportunity to use your core values, use this program and align with your values, align with your number one value. Use the Gemini new moon to set your intention for what you want to create in June and the rest of the year. New moons are wonderful for that. And line up with your core values because this will keep you in touch, on path, in control of your life. We have no control over what anyone else does. We have no control of what's going on in the world. Our power lies in how we respond. Our power lies in how we control our own lives. And when you use the True Value program and your core values list and align with your core values, you will be successful because you're no longer allowing the family, society, or the corporations to determine success for you. You are living your life from the inside out. You are living your life from your authentic power, your soul power. That's what Venus is asking of you in May. And that way you can seize the opportunities as they emerge because you're ready for them. Don't get ready for opportunity, be ready. And this is a wonderful month filled with many opportunities here for you, especially in the area of romance and love, creativity, launching a new project, launching a new business, moving up in your work because you've built your strong foundation, because you got organized, because you are getting your foundation, your home life, your personal life in order, you can do more in the world and you're more effective. Money will be good and fine as long as you're making sure everyone is doing what they say they're going to do with you and you're not going by potential, you're going by behavior and you're not investing in someone or something, going by, what they say. You're going by what they do and their behavior, not the promises. If you're doing that, you'll be fine. And it will work well for you. It's a very important month. You're learning a lot. You're going to learn a lot about how your mind works. You're going to learn a lot about what you believe. And really, if that's on board with you and working with you, It's going to empower you. You're going to leave behind unhealthy habits, which is good. You know, this is a good time to say quit smoking, or you know, start a new routine that disciplining yourself so that you get more work done, you get more organized. It's a good time for that. It's a good time to beautify your home, or renovate, or move, especially with Venus going in there. You can make it even more beautiful and comfortable. For those of you that are interested in love, it's there for you. You could be meeting someone, and that person could be at a distance from you. If you're already coupled or committed, it's a wonderful time to strengthen that and add some more romance to your relationship. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, and sharing my podcast, Aquarius. So awesome. Thank you for Google Plusing my podcast. I appreciate you. And thank you for subscribing. You totally rock! And if you would like for me to take a detailed look at your personal transits, it's very easy. You go to my astrology service page, you purchase your session. Upon checkout, you get the link to my schedule. You get scheduled. We're off and running, rocking and rolling. So until next time, Aquarius, keep looking up.